Okay, this is the news that everybody else seems too pussy to talk about. It's going to take a battle, quite literally. What evidence do we have that would lead us to any other conclusion? There is no Congress. If I'm not mistaken, they're literally on some type of holiday vacation right now, Congress. So when we see all of these things for a year straight and we go, that's unconstitutional, or Congress is supposed to sign off on that, or you need congressional approval on that, like the fucking plane that we've all just moved on from, and we go through an entire year where nothing happens. You don't have a Congress, people. So when I look at the executive branch doing whatever the fuck it wants to do, and then we think of checks and balances, and then we turn to Congress, nothing's fucking there. And then we go, well, hopefully we have the judicial, and it's like 50% of the way there. So again, we have the executive branch doing whatever the fuck it wants to do. We don't have a fucking Congress. Judicial, teeter-totters, can't fucking trust them. What that tells me is that the executive branch has full power, control, no checks and balances. And that was the one thing that was slowing down the Trump administration the first time around. Checks and balances were strong enough to keep that motherfucker in check. Second time around, way, way different approach. So what does that leave? That leaves the unspoken branch, the American people, to fix the checks and balances so that the executive fucking behaves. What is the fucking point of all these rules if we go, alarm bells are ringing, they're breaking the rules say this, the story passes, they did it anyway. What the fuck is the point of rules and laws and constitutions and amendments and shit if we don't fucking enforce it? The people that tried to do a fucking coup just 4 years ago are free citizens. What the fuck is a pardon on either side? This is not a this is so much more than a red versus blue. It is incredible to me that the response from the people, me included, has been so minimal. This should be a COVID level response nationwide. Everybody should stop. That's how serious it should be. Everybody should stop and go, whoa, we're going to talk about all the other things that comes with living a life in modern day America. We're going to talk about everything else once we correct the federal fucking government, once we ensure that the Constitution is followed and that laws are followed, and then you don't have your fucking loyalists all throughout the. We're gonna make sure we're not in a fucking dictatorship. We have a pussy response from the American people while a dictatorship is damn near fully formed. They have signed off on legislation that will allow them to arrest people that disagree with them politically. Do you know how fucking dangerous that is? They're going to host an election. What the fuck does an election matter? Everybody that would have voted against them is in fucking jail. How convenient. People are still like, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Why would it be such a minimum response for such a monumental move against everything that this country stands for? This country was built by fucking immigrants, quite literally. The European motherfuckers came over here, slaughtered everybody, because they ain't got no fucking sense. They are the immigrants now. They went somewhere else, brought other people over here. Now they're all immigrants. Fast forward, include a shit ton of other immigrants. Now we're all here. This country is literally a melting pot of fucking immigrants. You don't have to be political to fucking understand that. So how the fuck of all people, fucking white European people, to fucking come over here, slaughter everybody, Go somewhere else. Bring motherfuckers over here. Then boost and boast how America the greatest, somewhere you can come from anywhere and build a life so you welcome everybody from everywhere. And then you got a bunch of white motherfuckers looking around saying, oh no, it's too many immigrants. Nigga, what? You brought and invited the motherfucking immigrants. You're an What happened when Joe Biden won the election? When we had checks and balances to some degree. What happened when Joe Biden won the presidential election? What the fuck makes you think that in this political climate where Mike Johnson and the rest of Congress has a mouth full of Trump nuts, the Supreme Court clearly biased, all of this AI Oracle Palantir shit underway, what the fuck makes you think an election will bring back the America with some goddamn sense? I know it feels nice and warm to tell yourself that sheet of paper you check a name on, that's gonna bring it back. But brother, what happened last time? Prepare. I'm sorry.